What's up to all of my Taurians out there, and welcome back to Pulse of the Cosmos. I am your astrologer, Emily, and today we're going to be taking a look at the weekly astrology for Monday, June 8th through Sunday, June 14th of 2020. So let's get into it. It can be a really confusing week if you allow it to be, my Taurians. And for everybody out there, we have a lot of Pisces energy this week. We have Mars coming conjunct with Neptune in Pisces. The sun is going to be squaring over to Neptune in Pisces this week, and the moon will be coming through Pisces as well. So a lot of water out there, a lot of confusion, a lot of delusion, a lot of susceptibility, and it can leave you in a place where you're feeling doubtful of yourself and you're feeling a lack of self-confidence. And with you, my Taurians, you do have the sun in the second house, so your awareness is very tuned into your values, right? And so this sun is going to be squaring over to Neptune over there in Pisces. So this could bring about some outside influences, especially it being in your 11th house and your friendship group, that make you feel like you're in irritation or in disalignment with people in your group. There could be a divisive energy even from you wanting to hold on to some certain value and maybe even push it onto another person, or they could be pushing it onto you as well. Now, kind of the resolve for all of this energy within this square is to look to areas where you can compromise. Not everyone is going to believe what you believe, and not every one of your friends has to believe exactly the way that you believe. Sometimes we make compromises in understanding the beliefs of others and not trying to condition our beliefs onto them as well. And for you, the reverse, don't let anybody be conditioning their opinions onto you. Know where to stand in your values and know where you can compromise and not have to participate in creating an unnecessary divide in your life. And we do have as well Mars coming conjunct with Neptune. This is going to be in your 11th house. So I want you, 11th house is also the house of goals, okay? So this is an area to focus for you where you might be feeling confused and you might be feeling lack of direction in terms of what your goals look like or where you stand in your social group. This is the house of our friendship groups and our social groups. This would be a week where you could be really susceptible to becoming very victimized by those feelings, and very kind of divisive even within yourself. And when Mars comes conjunct with Neptune, there's always this kind of word of caution in the air, not to be too disillusioned with these feelings of unworthiness, because they're temporary. And that feeling comes from holding on to places and ego, and not tuning in to that unconscious side of yourself or into that higher side of yourself. We do have Mars, which represents our ego, coming in direct contact with Neptune, the biggest ego dissolving factor in the zodiac. So it can be a really hazy transit. It can be a really confusing transit. And we have to look out for things that are Neptune ruled that can slip in subversively and take control of you and start conditioning you in some way, or increasing some kind of divide between you and the relationships and the friends in your group, because Neptune does rule the media. That's something to look out for throughout this transit. Be very careful, be very cautious what you're allowing to be filtered through your brain. We have to remember as well that the sun is still in Gemini. The North Node is in Gemini, so where there is all of this confusing energy in the air, know that you can consciously tune into those energies and seek clarity, because Gemini energy is very hermetic. It's very neutral. It can look at the facts. It can look at the data. It can remove itself from the emotion and the attachment of things, especially with the South Node in Sag. It's so easy to attach to certain belief systems, but in any case, tune into that awareness, but you're going to have to consciously do that. Neptune is sneaky, right? It can slip right in there and just, you can get washed away in those waters. So you have to consciously do some contradictory effort to know that, okay, be conscious of what's going on, be looking at the information, be conscious that you might be more susceptible to passionate or dogmatic emotions. Just keep all of this in mind as you walk through your day. Awareness is key, right? So let's pull a card and see where the cards are for the week for you guys. We pulled the Lovers. Okay, so a few different things come to mind here. This could be you encountering someone else in your life that has some kind of soulmate energy, and you coming together and realizing through some of these transits, because Neptune does rule dreams, right? It's more than just confusion and delusion. It's also dreams, and it's spirituality, and it's connectedness to the unconscious parts of yourself and all of those things. So this could be you connecting with someone on that kind of level, or also this could be you reconciling your own inner divine masculine and feminine and finding some kind of spiritual balance within yourself through all this, and some spiritual surety of understanding your values and understanding the facts and understanding perspectives and truths, and just having a sense of clarity within the balance of your own self. So great week, or a great card to get for this week for you guys, but I love you all, and I will see you next week.